a new lowest of lows. The Sacramento Kings dropped their eighth straight game on this Thursday evening when they walked into Memphis, Tennessee, and were absolutely destroyed by a short-handed Grizzlies team without two of their best players. Let's somehow talk about this embarrassing loss tonight, right now, on post-game recap. Let's go. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our Kings-related podcast, wherever you may be. In this post-game recap of the Sacramento Kings' absolute mauling by the Memphis Grizzlies on this Thursday evening. Before we get into tonight's recap, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and we're also available on all audio platforms. So please hit that follow button and rate 5 stars. That will be much appreciated. The Sacramento Kings are an absolutely abomination of a organization. In 3 short years, after pioneering a new style in securing the Western Conference third playoff seed, the Sacramento Kings have made a remarkable speed run directly into the toilet. Like the babies, the Sacramento Kings do not seem to know what they're supposed to be doing. They lose the game tonight, many would say, the most winnable game on this 5-game trip. Now, in 4 of these games, all lost by double digits. This is a Memphis Grizzlies team who came in to tonight on a 5-game losing streak, losing 10 of the last 11 games. They were also without 2 of their best players, and they were more connective, they were more physical, and the ball movement by that Memphis team, they were more hungrier than the Sacramento Kings were tonight. This was the new lowest of low as the Kings dropped their 8th straight game tonight when they got walked all over by the Memphis Grizzlies, 137 to 96. At one point in this game, this was a 48-point lead by Memphis, and the Kings didn't bring an ounce of fire or competitiveness against this short-handed Grizzlies team. 4-11, missing Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., and more of the regular guys who are out with injury. And this feels worse than an 8-game losing streak for the Kings. And with this loss, I will guarantee you this losing streak will go to double digits. Guarantee you it will. Because you got the Nuggets on Saturday, and then you got the Minnesota Timberwolves for that first game back at home. Just absolutely insane. Welcome back, Keegan Murray, who did not start this game. He came off the bench, and when he came off the bench in that first quarter, there was a collective sigh of relief by some fans on social media. Murray I thought he looked solid. He finished this game 11 points and 3 rebounds, and he played a team high 30 plus minutes. And we got the news hours before the game that Domantas Sabonis is out a minimum of 3 to 4 weeks with a partially torn meniscus in his knee. And without Sabonis, the Sacramento Kings offense took another step backwards tonight as they got absolutely destroyed on the glass. And 3 to 4 weeks with this team and the way they're playing is an eternity in this NBA. Because even with Sabonis, this team was small and not big enough. But we'll see what happened. This is what I would do. Start Nick Clifford. Keegan Murray and Maxime Reynel, and no one else. I don't want to see anyone else play basketball with this team ever again. That's including Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, because that lineup is fully capable of losing by 30 and won't ruin the game of basketball for me and other fans. Unlike what we're watching right now with Westbrook, LaVine, and DeRozan, and the lineup that's being put out there now that's losing by 20, 30, 40 points. Speaking of Zach LaVine, he posted a combined 16 points over his last 2 games. He had more than that in the early third quarter, and despite the Sacramento Kings trailing by more than 30 points for much of this game, LaVine, he finished the game with 26 points and 10 of 17 shooting from the field. And for every player who stepped forward, another took a step back. LaVine started cooking, but Dennis Schroeder, who was good the last few games off the bench, who's been having a nice week, couldn't shoot a nickel into the ocean in this game tonight. And that veteran point guard off the bench, just 3 points for 8 shooting, and he added 6 assists and 3 turnovers in this game. Not a lot. Are you a hostage or a volunteer? That is the question that Kings GM Scott Perry asked this summer when he was hired. Clearly, there are hostages on this roster, and they need to go ASAP. And with the Sacramento Kings at 3-13, there is no further reason to further assess this roster. It is broken. It's been broken, and it needs to be reset. It was broken last year, and they just continued. It was broken last year after the trade, and then they continued to bring this back. And that's why I would love to see me Clifford, Keegan, Maxime Reynel in the starting lineup if I'm the Sacramento Kings. Memphis Grizzlies, they were 4-11. And at the half, they were up 75 to 47. And they also had 25 assists at the half and only 2 turnovers. While the offense is atrocious and a bit surprised talking about the whole picking up 94 feet bullshit in the offseason, isn't getting the Grizzlies out of their offense more. This is a Grizzlies team. Before this game, they weren't playing great. Again, they lost 10 of the last 11 games, down to 2 starters. It wasn't a great team to begin with. But this Sacramento Kings team, they need to look themselves in the mirror, because this entire franchise is a catastrophic failure with a capital. And the Kings' offensive strategy this season has been pretty rigorously non-existent this season. And this roster should not have a bottom 5 offense in the NBA. Horrible defense is to be expected, because they are putrid on that end of the floor on defense. But the offense is so horrible. What even is their offensive game plan? They don't have one. Nobody knows. The players don't know. I don't even think the coaches know what the game plan is for the game. They don't have an identity. And you watched the Memphis Grizzlies team tonight, you saw their identity. Like this team, and now you're taking on a Nuggets team on Saturday. That's going to probably be, 9 straight losses on Saturday. And then you come home, and then you face a Minnesota team. That's probably going to be your 10th straight loss. Where is a win coming for this team? And being down as much as 40 as an NBA team in this game is pretty bad, especially when it's to a team that was 4-11 at the time, missing the two of their best players to injury. How is that even possible? And this is only the fault of one person, and that is the owner of the Sacramento Kings, whose continued meddling into basketball operation decisions has led to where the Sacramento Kings are currently. Like just 3 seasons ago, you're the number 3 team in the West. In a grueling 7-game playoff series, you lose in Game 7. You don't, and then your old front office doesn't make the necessary moves that summer to improve your basketball team. And when it was time to make change, it was too late. Last year, absolutely abomination of an organization is the Sacramento Kings. And as fans, we deserve so much better of a product to watch and enjoy. And for that game on Monday against Minnesota, the vibes inside that arena, it's not going to be pretty at all. So to wrap up this post-game recap, the Sacramento Kings hit a new low once again for the 4th time on this 5-game road trip, lose to double digits in blowout fashion to a bad Memphis Grizzlies team. The one game on this road trip that the Kings could have won, that they didn't come out with the fire, competitiveness, or the hunger to do so. The Grizzlies did. They wanted it more, and they got it. That was a gutless performance of this Sacramento Kings team. And for the sake of DeMar DeRozan, he does not want to be here. And you can see it on the basketball court. Please, don't play that man. Just sit him and find a trade so he can go to a contending team and compete for a championship. Don't do that to that man. Sit him until you find a suitable trade so he can go play on a winner and not waste his final years as a pro athlete on this team. Do the same to Zach LaVine. Don't play Zach. Sit him and find a suitable trade so you don't waste his final years as an NBA player. Let both those guys go on a contending team for a title. This is absolutely a pathetic franchise right now. Let me know what you think of this game against the Grizzlies and this road trip overall in the comments down below. That will do it for this post-game recap of the mauling of the Sacramento Kings by the Grizzlies, 137-96. The Kings are now 3-13 on the season. They are on pace to win 16 games this season. And we still got a few more months of this basketball watch. But I will be here recapping every single game so you don't have to. Please hit that thumbs up, smash that subscribe button. And we're also available on all audio platforms, so please hit that follow button, rate 5 stars, and we will see you again Saturday night following the Kings and Nuggets game, the final game of this 5-game road trip. And I am predicting the Kings' straight loss on Saturday night. So, as always, take care and go Kings.